Person. Our guest today, Malik Wright, is a fellow student at Norwalk Community College and will tell us about his interest in graphic design and photography. Join our host, Andrew Zanto, to meet our guest to talk about his aspiring career. The Humanities Mass Communications Department at Norwalk Community College presents Person to Person, the show where you get to meet some of the most interesting people. Now, welcome our host, Andrew Zanto.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us on another brand new edition of Person to Person. All the people in today's program are part of the film and TV production course and are directing, switching, controlling audio, and operating cameras. These students who are not on camera or behind the scenes trying to work hard to bring as much of this rocking program to you with having as few mistakes as possible. This program allows students to go out into the community and interview someone with an interesting story to share. Today we are here with fellow NCC photography student who is pursuing a degree in graphic design. Now I would like to introduce to you our guest today, Malik Wright.
How's it going?
Hello.
I'm good.
So, where did your interest in photography start?
I mean, I've been doing it for a couple of years, but it kind of started when my uncle, he used to always take pictures of everything, literally family events, people, everything. So I kind of gravitated towards that and watched him as he did it. And he doesn't really do it as like a passion, but I wanted to turn it into something I liked pretty much, yeah.
Turning it bigger than what other people...
Yeah, some people say, oh yeah, I'm a photographer, but they just take pictures. I actually like go in depth and I learn the ins and outs of everything and just make it something that I actually like a hobby that I like to do, so.
Yeah. So can you tell us what's the number one thing you enjoy most about it?
Well, my main focus when I do photography is portraits, so I like to be up close, well not up close, but kind of up close and personal with the person and kind of, because a picture can be, you know, this wide angle shot, but sometimes I want to get in and focus on one specific person and expand from there.
All right, so what's the portfolio of your best work composed of?
What I have set up now is a mixture of different things. So I have pictures that I've edited, like in depth, with different types of effects and things. Sometimes they're just regular photos that I kind of touch up and make a little more crystal clear, stuff like that. Plus, I also have music videos that I've done previously. So,
yeah, it's pretty cool. So, how long have it took you to make these music videos?
Well, it depends on how the artist wants the music video to come out. So if he wants to have more than one shot, if he wants to have just one B-roll of just him doing whatever, you know, entertaining the camera, stuff like that. But you typically, a normal photo shoot takes anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour. So it just depends on the song and all that type of stuff. So
yeah, especially if it's on one scene. Same thing with videography.
Yeah, exactly.
So do you enjoy shooting the music videos professionally?
I mean, I've only done a couple so far. I definitely want to continue to do it and learn more about just videography in general. I want to get like a stabilizer instead of using my hands because sometimes my hands get really shaky. So I prefer to have like something that helps me with that a little bit better. So.
Yeah. So, but how did you educate yourself to make the best picture?
I kind of just did it. I kind of just played around with different things. So when it comes to editing, I played around with the different settings in like Photoshop and stuff like that. Kind of just, in a way, most of it is self-taught, and then obviously taking classes here. So kind of just all builds together and creates one thing.
Yeah. So what's the process of taking a quality photo and then editing it?
Well, most of it relies on the photographer itself, I think, in my opinion. Definitely you have to make sure that you know what you're taking a picture of. You have to make sure that you know how you want it. You have to have like a visual preview in your mind before you actually take the picture. And then when it comes to editing, I mean, you can. It's more, for me, it's more of a touch-up. I want to get the best quality out of the shooting aspect and then just touch everything up in like Photoshop or any type of photo editor program.
Because as we see here, like this is just a time lapse of what you're doing.
Right.
Like, how does it normally take you for like editing one photo?
Editing one photo, it also depends on what like my clients want, whether they want it to be completely edited, so like different effects, different I guess I'm gonna give a secret little the different brushes that I use to add a certain dynamic to the photo. Sometimes it can take me 30 minutes. Sometimes it can take me 2 hours. So it just depends on what I want it to look like and how the client wants it to look like. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are the basic things someone would need to start their career?
Well, a camera. That's pretty much the first one, the major one. You don't have to worry about getting all the expensive equipment early on because you guys still have to learn and you still have to teach yourself or have people teach you how to use just the basic materials before you can even just go on and use all the different lenses, lighting, stuff like that. So I just started with a camera and then built from there, pretty much.
So what do you plan on doing in your career once you're done with college, when you're done with NCC, when you're done with everybody? What does Malik want to do for the future?
I think it's good. I think I'll probably end up being like a freelance photographer, videographer, stuff like that, where I'm not really tied to a company just yet, at least, and then kind of put my portfolio out there for people to see, and if they want to take advantage and they want to have me work with them, then that's fine. I'll do that. But right now, it's just kind of more like a freelance thing. I envision myself doing. Yeah, definitely.
So how do you have anyone who looks up to you, or do you look up to them as a mentor?
I follow a couple. I don't really have like an actual mentor. I guess one person that motivates me would probably be my cousin. He's a couple states away, but I still connect with him. I still talk with him, get advice from him on different things, and I definitely look to him as inspiration and just seeing what he's doing and where he's going with it, and kind of want to follow suit, but still have my own personal style to it. Yeah.
And then do you think you have any younger family or any younger friends that are looking up to you?
I do, but I think in different ways. My sister, actually, she's kind of following the same steps, but she's kind of taking it towards, taking graphic design towards animation and creating characters and stuff like that. So I see it, and she definitely has she has like a talent, a natural talent for it.
Yeah, because animation's really getting into a big business nowadays.
Yeah, exactly. So I think if as long as she sticks with it, she'll be fine. She'll do good. I'll definitely help her along the way if she ever has any questions, stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
So, for sure.
So thank you, Malik.
No problem.
So we hope you enjoyed meeting our today's guest. I would like to thank Malik for sharing his passion of photography with us today. We hope you continue to enjoy us for future shows as we meet interesting people from our community. Thank you for joining us here at Person to Person, and have a great day.
Person to Person with your host, Andrew Zanto. Thank you to our guest, Malik Wright. I'm your announcer, Jessica DeRocco. Person to Person is a Norwalk Community College student production.